Hello, how to combine price action with trend lines for swing trading chart analysis. We have our trusty stock list here. We are going to analyze two in it together, and the first one is RSG. We have Thinkorswim platform open, and we should have maximum daily chart. RSG. Okay, so RSG on maximum daily chart as of today, October 24th, 2025, before the market opens today, the price went down yesterday. It is in red. The price at the end of the day was lower than the price in the morning when the market opened. So yesterday. So how do I use price action and trend line for my analysis? Well, when you look at RSG, for instance, we have support lines that we trace, and because it's an upward chart, an upward stock, we trace up trend lines, and we trace long up trend lines passing by the higher lows, the obvious higher lows of the chart, and we like to call those point or that line the valley line. So we are trying to determine the support line that is long enough to be a valley line, that the price after it reached a peak, the highest peak on the within a cycle, will pull back to that valley line and then start going up from there to start a new cycle again. And by cycle, I'm talking about from that support line, the price will climb up all the way to the maximum price it wants to reach, and then climb down back to that support line again. So that will form one cycle. So, and when we are looking at RSG here, pretty much to the extent that I use the price action is to look at when the price is going up and when the price is going down. And I like to use the red bars, which are the days that the price at the end of the day was lower than the morning. So I like to say those are pullbacks, and you can have pullbacks even in within one direction of the price, like of the chart. The chart could be going up but showing days that it pulled back, and show days that it went up. And the green bars will be days that the price at the end of the day was higher than the price in the morning, so the price went up that day. And sometimes the chart will change direction as well, even by having green bar or red bar or both. So I like to pay attention to those green bars and red bars, just to, and because I use the red bar as pullback, and I like to compare their lowest point to each other. Those last red bar within green bars, I like to compare the last red bar within a green bars to the previous red bar, to see if I'm having higher lows, if I'm going to make a buying or selling decision, especially a buying decision, or just to see if the price is still going up. Because when you are having higher lows, that means the price is going up, like the chart is still climbing up, depending on where you are noticing that uptrending. That's what is going to allow you to trace uptrend lines. And when we are looking at this area, for instance, we are having lower lows. When I'm comparing those obvious V, the bottom of the V's, you'll notice that is down, the chart is down trending. The direction of the chart is going down. The current price is here and the peak was here, so it's going that way. So if I try to connect those lows, it's going to be downward, but I don't trace downward trend much because it's obvious to see, and I'm not going to make any decision based on that. I focus on uptrend lines, and those pass by the higher lows. This low is higher than this one, which is higher than this one. So if I try to connect them, I'm going to have an uptrend there, a short one, but an uptrend nonetheless. So when I'm looking at this chart here, I know that I want to buy the stocks at either one of those support lines that I color in purple. Therefore, I'll compare where the price is right now to where I want to buy. It's not near where I want to buy. Therefore, there is nothing I'm going to do. So that is how much I do my chart analysis. Where the price is right now to where I want to buy. And then I'll look at the overall, and I can just say that it reached a peak here and it's going down. We have this support line here that is supporting the upside wall of the mountain. When it pulled back from that higher peak, it didn't support, it didn't lean on that support line to start going up from there. It went below it. Therefore, there is a chance that it's down going up, is on its way down to the valley line. So those support lines are support lines supporting the upside wall of the mountain, but it could be an indication for us as well when the chart breaches quite a bit to say that, or maybe it's done going up. That's why it's not using that support line as a support to continue going up, but it's going below it. It could turn around and go up. Time will tell. Either way, we are not going to make any decision because we want to wait for it to buy at a lower price. When we are looking at RSG, I hope I answered that question for you when it comes to price action and trend lines, and that's how I use them to make my to do my analysis. So when we are looking at RSC, we have some arrows on it. In 2025, because we have the date on the x-axis and the price on the y-axis from 0 up, and the dotted line pretty much delimits the year time frame. In 2025 is here. We purchased where the arrow is facing upward, and we sold where the arrow is facing downward. So, and let's see, I think it reached a peak there, a new high there, and we sold it because we noticed that we purchased it on the support line that is supporting the upside wall of the mountain, and we don't know when it's going to be done climbing up. So buying it that high in 2025, when we decided to use long uptrend and swing trading strategy, as soon as it reached a new high, we just got out of it. But it continued its journey for half the year or so before it was done. So it has been on the downtrend for 6 months now, or close to it. I would say 4 months. This is June or May, so 4 or 5 months now. So it could well be done going up, and now it's on its way down. We will see. But as we are looking at it, it has been on that uptrend journey for a year and a half. Last time it touched base with this support line and go from there has been in 2023 and all the way to 2025 June before. So we will see how long it's going to take for that to reach the support line and go up from there. So we We traded in 2024 using short option and swing trading strategy, and that is why we have so many arrows there. We pretty much traded around that upside wall of the mountain support line quite a bit, and did it again in 2025 and decided that now we could get stranded in this trade when it's done going up. So we are not trying to necessarily estimate when it's going to be done with its trend just yet. We are trying to just take action after we see the facts. So when it reaches the support line and start going up from there, after we have few higher lows, we can buy some shares and target the next high and so forth. So we are going to go to the next one to analyze is SO. SO, we have this support line we like to buy at, and right now is higher up. So yesterday the price went down, but it's nowhere near where we want to buy. It's still, around the peak, just reached a peak not too long ago, and we have this support line supporting the upside wall of the mountain that it seems to be pulling back to. But because we are now using short option and swing trading strategy, we are not going to be targeting this support line, but we are going to wait to see if it's going to come back down to this support line, and how long it's going to take, we don't know. But again, that is how we'll do this analysis as well. Thank you so much for your time. We thank you very much for watching our videos. And let's take a look at RSG. We purchased RSG but not SO. So let's see how much profit we made from RSG. So pretty much I try to have all the stocks that I have on my watch list here as well. But I think we purchased SO last year. No, we sold it last year. We sold it at the beginning of 2024 or so. And we kept the company in the chart. That way when we are going to do in the spreadsheet, that way when we are going to do a record keeping after buying it again, we already have a template for it that we can just duplicate and make our entry. So RSG we purchased in 2025, right at the beginning, for 206, and we sold it, wow, few weeks later for 218, and we made about $295 profit on that, or 5% return within 2 or 3 weeks. So, and that was the only time we purchased it so far in 2025. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi, Liberman, creator of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, and ninasub.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And swing trading is one way to make money. Just start small and grow your account from there. For more of our swing trading related videos or swing trading tips, will you please check the playlist in the description of this video. Thank you for your time.